CoastLife, Easter is this weekend, and for the past 5 years, to help kind of celebrate Easter, however it is that you want to celebrate Easter, I know that at Draper Media, we've for the last 5 years been doing sunrise sermons. So to tell us more, where it is Easter best, Don Gaul is joining us, and Don is with Draper Media. If you have seen some of our wonderful commercials, he is in part responsible for some of those awesome commercials that we have. But thanks for coming in today, Don.
Sure.
Now you're telling us about the 5th sunrise sermon, right? Or is this our 6th year? Is this year 5 or 6? This is 5. Okay. What can people expect? This is something that's gotten a really great response throughout the community. I know throughout the years, people really do tune into the sunrise sermons because I think it's a wonderful thing that you do for the community.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I hope so. I appreciate the ability to do it and the fact that I've been able to do it for 5 years now. It started back in COVID when people couldn't go to church and the churches weren't set up for the streaming yet. We created this show so people could have church at home, basically. And it's always included 3 pastors, which it does this year as well. And it has a variety of musical guests each year. So there's music throughout the show. It's an hour-long program. Awesome. And it does air, like you said, on Easter Sunday morning. So those of us who are in church will have to catch it on Facebook or social media or YouTube. Those who don't have a home church or might not be able to go can tune in over the air and watch commercial-free 1 hour of Easter celebrations.
Some of our radio stations are playing it as well.
Yes, yeah. So in fact, it is. It's on Coast Country at 7 a.m., WBOC 102.5 at 8, and then the Duck at 9. And we just took the audio track and we're going to play it on the radio. So it's like a radio church service that you can listen and sing along with. It is. We've got a lot of music this year. We've got the 3 pastors. They're each about 12-minute sermons. And then the rest of the show is music. And we're super excited this year. We actually have Selah. For those of you that know Christian music, you'll recognize the name. You know Selah. They graciously joined our show this year, and we've got a number of musical numbers from them. We have one local group, Real Hope, who has been in the show in past. They're also going to be doing a musical number, but then everything else is the Selah music group. Super excited about that. It's just amazing music. Besides that, the pastors that we have, we start with Bishop Anthony Cannon. He's from the Dominion Church of Delaware. They're right here in Ellendale, so just up the road.
Perfect.
Small little church. He's just starting. He's on fire for the Lord. It's a great message. Then we go to Pastor Danny Tice, who is from the Bayshore Community Church. They've got 3 campuses, so they're a larger community of believers. We shot him at the one in Gumboro. So he'll deliver our 2nd message, and then for the 3rd message, we went up to Dover, and we are going to hear from Senior Pastor Anthony Trout. And he's at the Pentecostals of Dover, which is a church pretty much downtown Dover. Gives a great closing message. We have more music, and Paige is our host this year. Jimmy was unable to do it, so Paige wonderfully stepped in. She does an amazing job. And then the show's closed out by my own pastor, Pastor John Reddick from First Baptist Church of Lewis. He comes and does a closing prayer before the end of the show, and more music. But it's just a really, really great celebration of Easter, and we would hope that everyone could join us, if not live, then online, and watch it for social media. It's a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to produce.
It is, and I mean, sort of as the producer, how does it feel to get such a wonderful response from the community over the years? And I mean, I think, while COVID was so isolating for many, I do think in a lot of ways how creative we've gotten, and maybe you've gotten as well with something like this for maybe people who have disabilities that could never really make it to church this way. You kind of you're able to bring that into their home.
Oh, for sure. It's been great, especially that first year of COVID when people couldn't just tune into their own church. Since then, most churches they give some sort of streaming ability, but this could be an addition to that, because honestly, it's such an amazing selection of music and messages, and it's all centered around Easter and of course resurrection, and that's what Easter's all about. But it's a great time to spend with family. You could tune into one of our stations and you'll see this sunrise sermons.
Awesome. Well, congratulations for 5 years. I'm sure we'll continue this tradition on Easter Sunday.
I hope so.
And thanks for coming in and sharing all about this.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Well, we do have some more CoastLife to get to, so stay right there. We'll be right back.